just got in from being at my friend's house. That's why I look really, really tired, because it's like 12:30. But I am ready now to do the reading challenge for the rest of this weekend. So that's my plan for Sunday, Monday, while it's bank holiday. So it is a bit late, and I had terrible night's sleep last night, as we thought we had a gas leak coming from the boiler. So yeah, I didn't go to bed until 2:30, and at the minute I've been getting into a really great sleep pattern. So last night really put me out of my great sleep pattern. So my plan is to go to bed now and wake up without an alarm tomorrow and start the timer for the 24-hour reading challenge. Now I think I'm going to do a mix between audiobooks and physical reading. I'm hoping to finish Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home, that I'm currently listening to and reading. I am currently reading Filthy Rich Fae. Yeah, I think I'm like 8% in on that, I'm not too sure. And really, really enjoying it so far. So I'm hoping to carry on reading that for the reading challenge this weekend. But yeah, I'll probably split it over 2 days, because I am not a 24-hour straight kind of gal. So I might do 12 hours tomorrow, 12 hours the next day. But I'll see how far I get and see what I feel like doing. I probably will need to go and do like a food shop midway through, because I've got nothing in while my husband's away. I guess I can put my audiobook in while I go walk around the shop, so it kind of like counts towards it as well. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'm gonna have a night's sleep now and then start the reading challenge tomorrow in the morning. So stay with me and I'll see you then. So I'm just getting ready, making myself a bit presentable. I've got this massive spot down here. But I do need to go out later. So what I think I'll do is take my phone, take my headphones, and listen to one of the books that I've downloaded on Audible as well. Let me put the tallies of what page I'm up to in each book that I've just started here now. So I'm reading Filthy Rich Fae, like I said last night, and Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home. But to be honest, I am a major slow reader, as you all know if you've listened to me before. So I'm just going to dry my hair, because I've just got out of the shower and it's wet. And then we can actually start properly with the day and properly with reading. Okay, so page-wise, Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home. I'm on chapter 58, and that's page 374. I'm also reading Filthy Rich Fae. Now, the latest update that I put in that is 31, but I'm not. I'm on 58 and I've stopped in the middle of a chapter. This must be the one that I read at the doctor's the other day and they called me in, and I forgot to like pick it up since then. So I hate finishing chapters in the middle, like it gives me the ick. I think I'm gonna go get a cup of tea, and it's 9:27 now, so if I can start the timer at like past and maybe start listening to Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home, that would be great. I'm not giving myself too much pressure, but I do want to do like 12 hours and 12 hours in 2 days if possible. I don't know if that's totally like feasible. Yeah, I will need to go out today and do a couple of bits, so at least I can still keep the timer on, because I can have my headphones in. So I'll let you know when I've got some updates on these books and where I'm up to, and if I've started a new one, if I finish any of these. Hopefully I do. I kind of forgot to say that my version of a 24-hour readathon, I am able to read physical books on my Kindle, obviously, and listen to audiobooks, because it all counts towards it. I don't have to literally sit for 24 hours and do it. I can do it in 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts. I'm hoping to do it in 2 days, so I am hoping to get it done today and tomorrow and do 12-hour stints, but we'll see how that goes like later on tonight. I'll see where I am. I think that's everything, so I'll try and keep you updated along the way. So I've been reading Filthy Rich Fae while watching like a couple of episodes of You, and I'm only on chapter 9 because obviously I'm trying to finish the last season of You, so I'm like trying to do both. But so far this is, I mean, as soon as I started it I knew it was going to be good, but at the minute Kate, the FMC had to go to a ball while kind of being prisoner. I don't want to spoil too much because if you want to read this book, I don't want to give any big spoilers, but basically she had to go to a ball with her captive Gage. She had to like put a fancy dress on, and so there's very much still back and forth between them, and obviously she wants to leave and get out of there, and she can't because she gave her soul to him. So at the minute she's very sarcastic and is going back and forth between like knowing what to do and how to feel. So I think I'm gonna go and do a quick food shop and put my headphones in. I'll stop the timer and then hopefully I can remember to restart it once I get to the like supermarket. So I will do that and listen to The Long Way Home while I'm doing that because I've got that on Audible. So I've just pulled up outside Lidl, so I'm going to restart the timer and listen to Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home while I do my shop. So I've just hit the sub 20 hour mark and I'm trying to watch You and still read this book. So I'm on episode 6 of You. Shit is hitting the fan, and I'm just about to also start chapter 10 of Filthy Rich Fae. So I'm trying to do both. Like, both stories are riveting. I'm like trying to concentrate on the TV, but then I'll forget like I haven't read a page in like 5 minutes. I'm like, shit, like quick, I need to read something. So maybe I'm not going for length of time of like the things that I read. Maybe I'm not like, oh, I want to read like 6 books. Maybe I'm just like, okay, I just need to constantly be reading or listening to audiobooks like while I'm doing stuff. Because judging by how much I've read, which is not that much in like 4 hours, yeah, I don't think I'll be hitting any world records anytime soon. I've just double checked the timer and it says I'm on 17 and a half hours. So I've really not done a lot of reading. I feel like maybe I'm not doing this properly because I'm watching TV and reading my book. So yeah, let me have a look where I'm up to. I'm just starting chapter 12. Like, that's not great for this 24-hour reading challenge, but like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not taking this seriously enough. I'm just like relaxed, watching TV, reading my book. Maybe next time I should do like no screen time. So the timer is down to like 13 hours and I'm really not that far into my book. I have been watching TV as well, so it really doesn't help when you've got 2 things on the go. So yeah, I'm only on chapter 15, page like 136. So tomorrow I think I really need to step my game up and maybe try and not watch any TV. But there's just been so much for me to watch today. And yeah, I have been reading as well. And Filthy Rich Fae is really, really good so far. Nothing that drastic has changed from when I first started reading it. Obviously, since the start of the book it has, but since like I've only read a few chapters, so nothing that big has changed. I think she's just kind of finding out that she likes Gage, or I think his name's like, is it Lock or Latch or something, more than she thinks she does, and she's like trying to push back those feelings. And obviously he's a little flirt, so she's very much like, you know, I don't like what he does, he's kind of a gang lord and I'm not really liking this. So she's like wary and doesn't want to get into bed with him, but does want to get into bed with him. That's kind of like where I'm up to. She is back at the hospital, so she can use her, I think it's like this like pendant necklace thing to get back to the human realm. So she's back into, but every night I think she has to go back to, is it the other world or is it called something different? I think he can tell that she likes him because they have like Fae have like super hearing, so he can hear her heartbeat. He knows the effect that he has on her, and she knows that as well. But it's kind of like, she's like stuck. She doesn't want to think he's hot, but he is like factually hot. Everybody thinks so, even though he is a gang lord. I think she's like stuck between like, what do I do? This is like, I shouldn't think he's fit, but I do. I hate what he does, and like the pain that he puts out into the world, but also like he's hot. So I'm gonna go to bed now. I watched most episodes of You, like I've finished it now, and I just watched another Simple Favour because I did like the first A Simple Favour, but the second one was kind of meh. So it's not actually that late. I think it's like 9:30, but like when I'm in the house by myself, I tend to go to bed earlier because like there's nothing for me to do to sit here. So hopefully now when I go to bed I can get a few more chapters done. And I'll just keep the timer going. I'm not putting any pressure on myself to like finish it at 12 hours. Like if I go further on than 12 hours, since I haven't really been reading properly today, I've just been like leisurely taking my time. So yeah, I'm gonna get into bed, read more. I might even read Magnolia Parks. I read a chapter of that when I went to the supermarket before. Well, I listened to a chapter of it, sorry. So maybe I'll carry on reading that as well. Don't know, I'll see. But yeah, I'll catch up with you tomorrow, if not later on, if something else happens with this. I've just got into bed. I'm feeling really tired. I came upstairs and was like, God, like, I wonder why I've been feeling groggy today. I'm super bloated. I won't say anymore because the internet's forever. I thought to myself, oh, that makes so much sense why I went to Lidl and bought those, like, M&S Percy Pig, like, knockoffs and loads of chocolate and stuff. And also, this looks like a hospital gown, but it's not. It's just a nightie. I feel super drained and I hope I don't get a lot of pain tonight because obviously I'm here by myself in the house, but I do have tablets with me and stuff. But at the minute I'm okay, I'm just like super bloated, but I'm happy to be snuggled up and happy because I'm so drained that I'm in bed early now. I'm going to carry on reading and hopefully I can get a bit more reading done. My plan is to finish both these books by the end of the 24-hour reading challenge. So yeah, let me restart the timer again and then we can get back to reading. I randomly went from like having my hair up to having it down, but I always like pinning my hair up, right, and then I get a headache, so then I have to take it down straight away. It's so annoying. One thing that I will say about this book, which I'm like, is strange, I guess it's a trope, but the whole kidnapping, kind of, she's had to give him her soul, so she has to go with him like a prisoner. I know that's like a kink or like a trope, like in books that people like, but I don't know how they go from that enemy to lovers. I get enemies to lovers, but I never understand how they go from like a prisoner. I mean, I know it's like Stockholm syndrome, but still, yeah, he might be attractive, but also he still kind of kidnapped you. Maybe it'll change towards the end of the book. Maybe I'll find something different out about it. Maybe it won't be what it seems, but at the minute that's what it seems like. I like enemies to lovers, but not that enemies to lovers. So I'll leave it there now. I'm a bit further with Filthy Rich Fae, but my eyes keep closing, so I'm gonna go to bed. I've paused the timer and I'm just below 12 hours. I'll carry on with the timer tomorrow morning. Good night. Good morning. I got up really late. I've just had a shower. I'm gonna put a little bit of makeup on, but it's already like 10 past 10 and I've got to do like at least 11 hours today. I've got some tidying to do with the house as well, so that might take a couple of hours. So what I'll do, I'll put my audiobook in, obviously, when I'm cleaning, and then at least I can still, you know, it still counts towards my hours of reading. So I'm just going to put a little bit of makeup on, make myself look more presentable because I'm tired. If you know, bloated tummy. That's why I'm absolutely knackered. Also, that makes sense about the spot that I've got. So yeah, I'm just going to make myself look a bit more cute. This is clean on. I wear it most times when I'm reading. I'll link the shop below. You probably know if you follow Emmy on YouTube or on Instagram. She has a collab. This was from the last collab. I know they're bringing these tops back, so yeah, I'll link the shop below and I'll link Emmy's profile as well. I just need to make myself look a bit more awake. Literally done 2-minute makeup. Just literally did my eyebrows a little bit. That's like my normal day today. Literally takes me 2 minutes. Draw it on. Done. I'll do my hair now and then at least I can go downstairs and actually start reading and start the timer. I've just restarted the timer, so I think for this morning, before I can be bothered to actually tidy, I'm gonna sit, have a cup of tea and try and get as much of this done as possible. I think it was like 44% it finished on last night. Yeah, I want to try and get both books done today in 11 hours, which that should be easy peasy, and to be honest, I should be able to get another book done. But you know me, I'm a slow reader, and also I got so distracted yesterday like watching all my programs, so I need to try and not get too distracted with TV today, because that like kind of defeats the purpose of 24-hour reading challenge. But I guess this is my 24-hour reading challenge, so I can kind of like make it what I want. The weather outside is like not hot enough to be sat like actually outside. You know, I hate the outdoors anyway. I said it in my last video. I'm like not an outdoors person because as soon as you go outside there's bugs everywhere. But I did want to sit outside a little bit today, maybe like get a tan on like this part of my arm. Yeah, it looks cold. It's like a bit grey and I don't really want to be sat out there. So back to this little area. This isn't even the reading room. Like I should be sat in the reading room, but I need to clean my house. So my plan is to chill out here for a bit, clean the house, clean thoroughly the reading room, which eventually will have my bookshelves. If you see my other video, I talk about having bookshelves put up there. But yeah, so I've got my cup of tea. It's first thing in the morning, so I'm just going to sit and chill in this room. I'll keep you updated on where I am. I've got on this like Spotify playlist. I think it's like fantasy playlist or something. So I'm listening to this while while reading. So I've just found out that Fae have, I don't know how to say it without, it's like a midnight party. It's called a midnight feast, but it's not actually a feast of food. It's a feast of many people. I've just read that and it sounds wild. Kate is absolutely bamboozled. She is like just watching everybody like, oh my god. So that's a bit I'm up to. And I'm just about to start chapter 21. This book is so good. I'm so invested in it. Okay, just like a little update. So I feel like with fantasy books, you know there are going to be multiple books. Especially, I mean, I know this is going to be a series and there's a number 1 at the top on the spine. But I feel like there should be much more to the story. I've not finished it yet. I think I'm like nearly there. But so far there's only been like kind of one thing of danger. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. But like nothing really came from that. So the different Fae courts are like striking deals at the minute. And that's kind of where we're at. But there's only been one thing of danger for the FMC, Kate. So yeah, with the other books, I hope there's going to be more drama llama, I guess. I am like 15 pages from the end of this book. I'm shook. I'm shook. I think the other book comes out like quite soon. I am going to read it straight away. Like I think it's the sequel that comes out. I can't deal. The fact that I don't have the book and it's not out already is annoying me because I've just read something absolutely amazing. Like I say, I'm like 15 pages from the end, so I'll catch you up in a minute. Was it worth it? And he replied, yes, she was. Yes, she was fucking worth it. So this is like a chapter of his POV right at the end. So we finished. Hers is left on a cliffhanger. If you've read this, you know. I can't deal with this book. just about to read the epilogue, and I never read epilogues, but this book was too good to not read it. I'm just on the epilogue now. I'm so excited. I'm excited for the sequel. I'm on the final 2 pages now. The Nether Court is not your home. Oh no. Oh my god. That's it. I'm done. Oh my god, I'm done. I've done it. I finished it. Or has it finished me? 5-star read. 5-star read. 5-star read. Make sure you go and pick this up. It's a 5-star read. 5-star read. Go and read this right now. Go and read this right now. I know they have a vampire series that is definitely on my list as well, and I've already got the books. I'm just finishing other series before, but this 5 stars. And I'm not too sure when the next book is out, but I'll post here if I found out when it's out. Go and read this book right now. Go and read this book right now. 5 stars. I've still not properly come down after reading that book, but I need to carry on as my timer's still ticking, so I'm just putting her back on the shelf for now. And then I'm gonna carry on listening to Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home. Okay, have finished tidying, but still listening to Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home. Obviously, no surprise about what Julian does at the end, where he helps Magnolia out in his own way. No shocker there. I could see it coming a mile off, so I feel like these books, nothing actually happens in them. It's you're just following really rich people's lives, but I'm still obsessed. I don't know how. It must be the way Josiah Hastings has written these books, because I want to listen to the audio version, because obviously the voice actors that they've got are really, really good for it, but also the writing in the actual book is good as well. So yeah, I am enjoying this. I don't know what I'll rate it though. We'll see at the end. I'm nearly at the finish mark of Magnolia Parks, Long Way Home. So everything was all coochie. Everything was fine again. And then bam! And my God was I've been listening to it while I do some kind of YouTube stuff and Instagram stuff on my laptop. And honestly, shook. And I can't even say it with it because that'd literally spoil it. But if you know, you know. Okay, I need to finish this. I've got 3 minutes left of it. Holy shit. So I've just finished it. Another cliffhanger, I guess, kind of. Makes me want to read the next one now. Again, 5-star. The way I was just sitting here listening to I wouldn't call it a nice book, because I guess it's not, because it is always stressful listening to Magnolia and BJ, but at the end it seemed to start to come together, and then bam, more drama. Something else happened, and I can't tell you because I'll spoil it. Another 5-star read though. How lucky am I to have read these 2 books? And yeah, I started them before my 24-hour readathon, but sue me, I don't care. Both 5 stars. While I've got 3 hours remaining on my timer, I think I've got a little novella or something that I can read and see if I can get that done in 3 hours. So let me go get it. So I think the book that I might read is I Who Have Never Known Men. I think for the final 3 hours I'm just gonna relaxingly kind of read this. I might need to pick Dave up from either Liverpool Lime Street or the station near us here. So depending on which one, I'll pause the timer and then I guess restart it again when I get back, depending on how far it is. But yeah, I've just got, I think, just about 3 hours. And yeah, I think I might give this a go and see if I can then get 3 finished in the 24-hour readathon. Okay, I am 16 pages into this book and I've got about an hour before I need to go and pick my husband up from the station, which it'll take me 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. So if I've still got some time left, which I will on my timer, I think I'm at like 2.5 hours now. What I'll do is I'll pause it and then when I come back, carry on reading this book. So hopefully I'm hoping to get this finished in that time, in 2.5 hours. So I'm going to try and get a massive chunk of it done for this next hour now, and then the rest of it when I come home. So far, this is really good. And I'm only 16 pages in. And I've heard it's a bit of unanswered questions at the end of it. So I'm not expecting anything big at the end. I'm expecting to be just as confused. So, yeah, let you know. Pause the timer at 1 hour 35 exactly, and I'm 30% of the way through this book. So yeah, I've got an hour and 35 to go to read 70% of this book. I might not finish it. I don't know, we'll have to see. Hopefully I do. But yeah, I'm just about to go put my jeans on and then go pick up my husband. And hopefully once I've caught up with him, then I'll restart the timer again for the last hour and 35 and let you know where I get up to when the timer goes off. It's 25 to 1 and I've got just under half an hour left of my reading challenge. So I'm gonna try and get this book finished, and then I'll probably do a review of it tomorrow, because I think I'll go straight to sleep because I'm really tired. I wanted to go to bed like 2 hours ago, but I didn't want to stop my reading challenge and make it go into a third day. I mean, technically I'm going into a third day, but I mean, like, you know, have a sleep, wake up, and I'm in work tomorrow, so I can't do that anyway. So I'm going to try and get this bit finished in 28 minutes and then give you a better review. I'll probably do it on my lunch tomorrow. So yeah, I'll update you tomorrow when I can actually think. So it is the next day and I did finish I Who Have Never Known Men, but I finished this like after the timer. I think I had about 30 or 40 pages left when the timer went off. So I thought to myself, it's really, really late. I want to go to sleep. I think it was like 1 a.m. Yeah, I went to bed and I've picked this book back up today and finished it, obviously, because it was only a few more pages. And I've rated this book 4 stars. Now, this is a very weird, like bleak, haunting kind of book. Very different from what I'm used to reading. And it's very sci-fi, dystopian kind of a book. The ending and how the final sentence is very haunting, very bleak. Like people have said before, you don't really get answers to any of your questions when you read this book, so I think it leaves you with a feeling of loneliness. Very confusing, and you're not satisfied by the end of the book. All that being said, it was actually a very good book. Now, I think it's just over 200 pages. I'll put the pages up here, but it's not that long. Probably won't read something in this genre for a long while. I feel like the final 30 pages were a bit pointless. I felt like I was reading the same kind of thing. It was strange to read a book without chapters. Obviously, it was only a very small novella, but it was strange to read something that didn't have any set chapters. So yeah, I did enjoy it. I think it was full start. I thought it was very cleverly written, and it does make you think about humanity in general and what we would be like in this situation if we woke up and we really had no memory of where we were and guards just brought you your food every day for years upon years upon years upon years. It's a very strange book, and yeah, it makes you question a lot of things. If you've not read it, I would tell you to read it. It's only short, it's only 200 pages, and it leaves you with a very strange feeling afterwards. So with all that being said, I thought I'd just wrap it up. Even though it was outside of the timer, I thought I would at least finish the book and give you a bit of a review before posting this YouTube video. If you've not already, you definitely need to go and also purchase Filthy Rich Fae. And if you have read the other Magnolia Parks books, or you're thinking about reading the series, definitely read it. I am recommending these to you because The Long Way Home, the third book in the series, which I just read in this video, was absolutely amazing. So definitely get Filthy Rich Fae on your TBR list. Definitely. That's everything for today. Thank you for joining me on my 24-hour reading challenge. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel because it really helps me, and I'm thoroughly enjoying my YouTube journey and editing at the minute. Please help me out. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Love you lots. Bye.